I'm not going to go through the supplies you'll need. I'll put that down in the description box down below, and I will make sure that the link to find the written instructions will be down there, as well as where to buy the yarn. Let's go ahead and get started. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using, there it goes, size J crochet hook, and I'm going to be making a magic circle. The way I do it is I take my 2 fingers and wrap it twice, go under the first loop, pick up the second, and then twist it. And then I take the working yarn back here and lock it down so that I can use it, and then it'll go down. I don't know, that's the way I do it. I know there's many ways to do it, and if you prefer chaining and making a circle that way, you can do that as well, whatever you prefer. This is just my method. Okay, chain 1. Now we're going to put 10 double crochets into this magic circle. And you continue this until you have 10. Alright, I've got my 10 here. I'm going to take this strand right here and tug on it and cinch it tight. Now if you're not sure which one it is, that's 10, the first one that you made, you can go back here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the one, the first one you made, and this is the working chain that doesn't count as anything. So we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet that we created, and that's round 1. Now to go on to round 2, chain 1. I want you to double crochet into the same stitch here. Now we're going to front post double crochet around the same stitch. So you put a stitch right here that counts for this double crochet, and you're going to do a front post around it. Now we're going to go to the next stitch right here, and we're going to put a regular double crochet into the stitch, and then we're going to do a front post around it, and this will increase our stitches around by 10. So at the end of this round you should have 20 stitches. And you continue this around. Alright, I finished my row. This is the front. This is what it should look like. And then this is your back. That's the way it's supposed to look like. Now we're going to slip stitch to the first double crochet that we made, not the chain 1. Like that. Let's go on to the next round. So the next round we're going to chain 1, and we're going to double crochet in the same stitch. And then we're going to put 5 double crochets into the next stitch. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want you to pull this loop up, and you can put your finger through it if you want, however, whatever. And then I want you to count back 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to insert your hook into the 5th stitch, like that. Put this working loop back on your hook, and I want you to pull this loop through that stitch, and then chain 2. 1, 2. Alright, let's go on to the next sequence. We're going to repeat this right here. So in this next stitch you see, you're going to put a double crochet, and then in the next stitch you're going to put 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you need to pause right here to get your 5 double crochets, go ahead. I'll wait on you. Let's count back 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, this is your double crochet that you put in before you started your 5, so it makes sense. Let's go ahead and insert our hook into the 5th stitch. Put the loop back on our hook and pull that loop through the 5th stitch. Chain 2. And you're going to repeat that all the way around. Let's go ahead and do one more together. Double crochet in the next stitch. 5 double crochets in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your hook in the 5th one. Put your loop back on and pull it through. Chain 2. And that's what you're going to repeat all the way around. And we'll meet back up over here. Alright, I'm here at the end, and I've made my double crochet, and I have 1 stitch left, which will be for this stitch here. And that's what you should end on, because you started with a double crochet here and then made this. So you should have 1 more to even it out. So let's go ahead and put 5 double crochets. Do our chain 2, and then slip stitch to the double crochet that we made at the beginning. And that is what you should have. Let's go ahead and go to the next round. Chain 1, put a double crochet into that same stitch, and we need a stitch for this one here, and you can tell that it's going to be difficult. what I do is I take, there's this stitch right here, I insert my hook in there, and count that for this one, and then I go on to the chain 2 and put 2 double crochets in the chain 2. And then we're going to go to the double crochet, which is in between these. Go into that one and put a double crochet. And then right here, we're going to put a double crochet. Go over this stitch here and go to the chain 2 and put 2 double crochets in there. 1, 2. Let's do that again. Put a double crochet in the double crochet and place a double crochet here. Go to the chain 2 and put 2 double crochets there. And you're going to repeat this all the way around, and we'll meet back up here. Alright, I'm here at the end. I put my 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, and I'm going to slip stitch to the first double crochet that I made. And this is what you should have. Let's go on to the next round. Chain 1. Into the same stitch, you're going to put 5 double crochets. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert your hook into the 5th one and pull that loop through it like you did in the previous round. And we're going to chain 3. So I've chained once, there's 2, 3. Alright, we have our chain 3, and we are going to put 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put another one of these here. So we need 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3 and repeat 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. One way to tell if you're doing it right is if your stitch here is center in between. That way, because see, this one here is in between the previous round, and this one's in between this one. That's one way you can tell if you're doing it right. So go ahead and keep doing this all the way around, and we will meet back up. Alright, I'm almost done with my row here. And if you did your stitch count right, you should end up with 3 stitches left. So, we're going to put 1 double crochet in the last 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to slip stitch right in there. I don't know if you can tell or not, but right in there. And that is what you should have. Let's go ahead and do the next round. Get some yarn pulled off. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put a half double crochet in the same stitch. And we're going to go to this chain 3 here and put 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Let's go to these 3 double crochets here, and we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each. So 1, 2, 3. This stitch right here, which counts for this one, we're going to put 1 half double crochet right in there. We're going to go to the chain 3 and put 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. And we're going to go to the 3 double crochets and put 1 half double crochet in each stitch. And here is the stitch you're going to put a half double crochet in to count for this one. And you're going to repeat this all the way around. Alright, I just finished my last stitch, and we're going to slip stitch to the first half double crochet that we made. And this is what you should have. Let's go on to the next round. This round we are going to chain 1, and instead of going into the stitch here, we're going to turn it over and look for the 3rd loop. And for the first one it might be a little tricky, but if you look right there, there's your 3rd loop. And it pushed that stitch forward. Now we're going to work in the 3rd loop all the way around. We're not going to be increasing, so we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch, but we're going to do it in the 3rd loop. And see, the 3rd loop pops out right there. So we're going to go into that one. I believe I have a stitch tutorial on the 3rd loop by itself, so if you're having trouble finding the 3rd loop here, I will link in the description box where to find my stitch tutorial on the 3rd loop. It should help you. But you're just going to go into the 3rd loop in every stitch all the way around, and it just kind of puts a border around are pretty. And you're going to do that all the way around. Alright, I just finished my row. And I'm going to slip stitch to the first half double crochet that I made. And this is what you should have. Let's go ahead and go on to the next row. Alright, we have 2 more rounds left for this motif, and in those 2 rounds we will be turning this circle into a square. So we're going to chain 1, and we're going to half double crochet into the same stitch, and we're going to half double crochet in each stitch for the next 14 stitches. You will have 15 stitches total when you are done. Six, seven, okay, I am on my 15th stitch now, and in this 15th stitch you're going to put a half double crochet in it, chain 2, half double crochet, and you will do that again. You're going to do half double crochet in the next 14 stitches, and on the 15th stitch you will do a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet to make your corner. Let's go ahead and do one more corner together. So we're going to put 1 half double crochet in 14 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 14th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now on the 15th stitch we are going to put a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and that creates your corner. And you're going to do this all the way around, and we will meet back up here. Okay, I've finished it up. I've got 1 stitch left, which is my 15th stitch, so I need to put a corner here, which is half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the first half double crochet that I made. Let me pull out some more yarn so we can go to the next round. Okay, let's go ahead and start the next round. So chain 1, and you're going to put a half double crochet in that same stitch, and you're going to put a half double crochet in every stitch till you reach your corner. Okay, I've reached my corner, and in my corner, the chain 2 space, I'm going to put a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet, and then you're going to continue this around. You're going to put 1 half double crochet in every stitch. When you reach your corner, you're going to put a half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet to turn your corner, and we will meet back up at the end, and then this motif will be done unless you want to extend it further. Alright, I have come to the end of my round, and I'm going to slip stitch to the first half double crochet that I made, and this is where I snip off because last round. I hope that y'all enjoyed this.